all that fun stuff. And go to iTunes, go play this awesome intro song. And guys, Puka back here for another video here with our awesome co-caster, a box here, a box stack, or whatever you guys want to call them. And spawning here on the top right from this Shimmy Rush Week, round of 16, Group C finals. It will be the Teal Protoss, I believe, Jonoman, and his opponent will be the Purple Zerg, GwangTaek here. Now, to give a little bit of background information on both these players, GwangTaek is a B- Korean. I think he's participating in the Seoul something rather, Seoul, some part of like Seoul College. And Jonoman is in the UK right now, and he's part of the Puka Capture the Flag tournament that I run. And he's in Group B, actually. So, without further ado, it's going to be another PvZ. And Jonoman is C-, high C-, and GwangTaek is B-. So, I mean C+, C+. No, C-. No, never mind. So, actually, there's about a whole letter grade difference. So, we'll see. It's moderately higher level, I think, than what we're normally used to seeing. But, yeah. Do you have any words for that box?
I don't know. I really love this matchup, and I just hope that there won't be any real mistakes, like, you know, not scouting and then losing to a straight-up all-in. But let's just hope it'll be a nice up macro game, and then we'll see some nice micro/macro battles. That's at least what I'm hoping for.
Should be good, I hope. Yeah. Fighting Spirit would give you that ability. But okay, we have 12 pool from GwangTaek here. Playing a little bit more safer. We have a Forge fast expand from Jonoman coming up as well. And let's see here. And the probe is not going to deny the hatchery from going down. So it's just going to be 12 pool into 12 hatch. Hatch before pool build. Maybe pool before hatch build. Playing it safer. Double cans going up because he went pool before hatch. Not too much going on right now. And there's really no way any kind of link pressure is going to work right now. Those cans are in like a perfect positioning here. The wall should be tight if he puts the gate like right there or right next to the forge, or like one hex up, it should be tight. If you didn't know, box, forge under gate is tight. Yeah, forge. Oh no, actually no, that's not gonna be tight then. No, never mind. The forge have to be further down, so this is actually never gonna be a tight wall. By Jonoman. So he's gonna do double can. Okay. Is that terrible? Okay. Teal.
Definitely a standard follow-up with the third hatch. He just wants to make sure you can out-macro that Protoss, of course, and it just really looks like maybe early speed. I don't know if I buy on that, but it's probably gonna be early speed into most likely early tech, most likely, unless you think he's going Hydras.
Generally speaking, when you take off, I call this the risky third build, but it's more realistic called 3 hatch layer into 5 hatch Hydra. It can also be for like, I mean, generally speaking, like Zerg has a pretty consistent, you know, opener. You know, you get your layer, you get your speed, you put down Spire, then you put down 2 more hatches, and then you get down your and then in between that you get your Hydra Den down. Because what Protoss will most likely open with would be, once the Cybercore finishes around 5 minutes, 4:45-ish, they'll follow up with Stargate and Citadel. So they can start Overlord harass, which sometimes can ultimately win games if you're not prepared for it. So you normally get Spire beforehand. So it's probably just going to be gunning pretty standard. Yeah, I don't think we're really seeing anything out of the ordinary. I mean, I guess he could go like 3 hatch meters, but you don't really take a base this far down if you're gonna go 3 hatch meters, and it's not the best build to probably do against Protoss, at least with current meta going on, with Stargate play, which is happening in the top right-hand corner of the base if you didn't see it, so... Yeah. He may, I mean, he even might get +1, of course. I mean, this is where Protoss can get a little bit more different if they want to go for, like, a fast Templar. Archives, if they really want to commit to Corsair with getting +1 air. He's not getting +1 on the Forge, which may identify that he's doing that, or he's going to be getting early Templar Archives and stuff. I don't know. We'll have to see. And...
I mean, he's throwing down Citadel, so I'm inclined to believe he's probably going to go the early +1 air into, you know, harass, taking the third, and eventually trying to snipe off some important tech.
Yeah, that's definitely what it's looking like. It's definitely looking like, he's still not getting +1. He's not getting upgrades. Oh no, they're good. There's the +1. Okay, so that's not bad. He might do his, he might be doing a Zealot timing push against on third. It's not a bad build. Can normally stop Hydras in their tracks, and also might just be more of a defensive position. Because there's really no way other than Corsair roaming the map for Protoss to really get a ground force outside their natural. It's pretty difficult unless you really start putting up the high gateway tech. But he's definitely putting cannons in his main base though, which
looks like he's really scared of some Muta play. It seems like he must not be very comfortable against it.
Yeah, and I don't...
He's putting up this many cannons.
You know, I mean, it also might be because he's playing a higher level player. I mean, you may be knowing that going into this, but he's going to lose a Corsair, potentially... No, he's not. Okay. Yeah, that Scourge should not hit. Yeah, I don't know if he's like... Yeah, I guess he's just really worried about Mutas, but they're not coming out. No, maybe he misread the Spire and just instead of defensive Scourge into Mutalisks. But... I mean, if that Scourge just checks out that main base, I mean, there's already double cannons there, which end up putting on 3 more gates right now. So this is where he's gonna probably want to start, you know, start to pressure the third and maybe eventually push out when +1 finishes. So it's not, well, or he's gonna take his third. Alright, so he's just gonna take his third base. Or he's just gonna outmaneuver. I think he's taking a third base though.
Yeah, I think he's taking the third, and he's going to try to just defend off the third, but I don't know how he's really going to pull it off. I'm seeing Lurker Tech, and he's probably just going to build up some nice Hydra Ball and just push that if he ever finds that out.
Yeah, this is a little early for a third. I mean, it's probably like a 3 Nexus build for sure, but it's such an early third that you don't normally see, but if he can get away with the extra economy, it's going to help him wonders. 3-base Protoss, like a true 3-base Protoss with gas, can just get out so much tech, can get so many units out. Like, they have, like, all options to them pretty much in this matchup once they have a third base up. Like, three fully saturated gas and stuff like that. With Lurker Tech, he may set up a contain. He may be going 4-hatch or, like, 4-base Turtle Zerg, which is also very valuable on this map. It depends on where those lurkers go, which is probably justify that, but we do have a 4th base going up here. So it looks like it's just going to be 4-base Turtle Zerg. It also might be because to defend, to combat the 4th base going up for Jonoman from GwangTaek. So, yeah, the other interesting thing, though, is how many drones are we looking at for both players here? Because, okay, 42 to 39. I mean, these are pretty fairly even drone counts. Again, generally speaking, Zerg is at a lower deficit, but yeah, I think with the 45, yeah, he's droning now. Okay, so I'm not really seeing GwangTaek really pushing out right now, especially because he just made a wave of drones. He may try to pressure, but I don't think it's really gonna work. I think it's just more for just pressuring. Yeah, I don't really.
I think he's definitely just trying to contain him right now in that third. I mean, that's like the best option he can do. Especially when he sees that many cannons, there's no way he knows he's going to push that up, and really he's just going to have to, you know, take as many bases as possible and, you know, just try to outmacro him. See, he's taking the 5th right now, so he's just going to try to take the whole map and just try to you know, outplay him with just straight up macro.
Yeah, there's really no way to cost effectively take on this base right now with 3 High Templar, with probably by the time GwangTaek would, get enough forces of a Hydralisk to push that, there'd be at least 6 storms available. This lurker, these lurkers are definitely being annoying and could potentially force off a couple storms if it really causes much of an issue. But we'll have to see. Okay, we're starting to get range up now.
He still doesn't have an observer still, so he can definitely be annoying with these, and he doesn't really know what his Zerg opponent is doing. I mean, you can probably guess how he's going Hydra, especially since he has these lurkers out here, but
yeah.
He could just do some massive tech switch, so.
I mean, that's so true. I mean, GwangTaek just has... I mean, he's not even setting up like a really that tough of a contain to really break. But yeah, I mean, without Obstack out, I mean, that's for sure. Jonoman really neglected that. And that's part of the reason why you maybe not take such an early third, is where you might want to get your tech up, because we have something in the main. Okay, no. Oh, but we actually have a lot of Corsair in the main base for GwangTaek. A lot of Corsair, excuse me, in GwangTaek's main. But it looks like
I guess that's another way to scout, but it's not as, effective, because see how these Hydras are just going to push him out. I mean, he doesn't see, what's at the second base, or if he even has, these 5th and 4th bases down here. He doesn't really have that knowledge.
I think we're having a muted transition. We have 6 meters already out, yeah. And...
I mean, it's kind of curious. He probably sees Templar and also Corsair. It's just kind of weird that he's also going in his mutas. But, I mean, he's probably just trying to be like...
Mutas are good for Templar sniping. They're also good for harass. I wouldn't harass the main as much because, well, you're so close.
He just threw away 2 mutas in the main for nothing, really. He just lost the 2 cannons. Yeah, he's rallying in the main. He just lost 3 mutas right there.
I don't like it on the main, not only because there's already 2 cannons there, but you wanna mute this micro, so you want to have more time, more room to maneuver around. I mean, that middle line's right up against the wall of the map. You don't really have much way to maneuver around. But I mean, really, it's what you'd have to do as Protoss and TVP. For Zerg now, just take Expos. That's all he needs to do, and that's what he's been doing. He's 2 bases ahead. I think that's a totally fine base count. He's not really utilizing the 5th at all, though, up to this point. And he's floating in 5k bank right now. So this, I don't even know what, is this a push from Jonoman? I think it is.
Yeah, it's definitely a push. He wants to see if he can get some damage in, because I guess he just seems a lot of pressure on him. He's definitely getting surrounded by these lurkers, though.
Yeah, I don't think he doesn't have the forces to deal with these lurkers right now.
And I don't see an observer near there either.
Does he even have obs out yet? He has 2.
Yeah, he got 2. Yeah. They're just sitting there. I don't even think he knows about them just yet. He rallied them and just decided that he forgot about them.
Interesting.
Just another thing to note, I'm only seeing armor upgrades out of Guan right now. He hasn't really been doing attack upgrades, he's only been doing armor upgrades. He's been also focusing on armor for his Air Force too.
You said who is Jonoman? No,
Guan.
Yeah, Guan. Okay. Well, that's actually interesting. I don't know why
I saw him go +1 muta, or I mean air base at least.
That's... I mean, that's not normal, but, oh wait, so we have a storm. This is such a peculiar ZVP. But, well, alright, I mean, we're off of, what, 6? How many gates are we off of, actually? I don't feel like counting this right now. We're off of, what, 8 gates? Off of 3 bases? Definitely speaking, Jonoman could be... Both players' macro hasn't been really that great this game.
Jono is trying to take a third, but I don't know how he's going to be able to keep that. He doesn't have the forces to, try to keep that. He's also floating all these minerals. He should throw down some more gates and then have that army presence in order to take this fourth. I mean, he's just getting desperate.
I don't want to like bash on these players, but is it just me or does this? I feel like this replay might be bugged. I think this replay is bugged. I think this replay is... Why would he be sending rallying drones over? I think this replay is bugged. I think this replay is bugged. Hold on, let me... I think this replay is gonna... I think... Yeah, no, this replay is bugged. Yeah. I mean, maybe not. I mean, yeah. This replay is totally bugged. This replay is totally bugged, yeah. This is not how you would play. Once I started seeing like 9K and 11K in minerals, and neither player's going over 60 supply, and Protoss is still actually... I don't know what was going on, but I think this game's bugged. Would you agree? Maybe, Box. I feel like this replay is way bugged.
Too much.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't... Does this game ever end?
Yeah. Nope. It's not. Oh,
GG.
Right there.
For no apparent reason. Okay, so for our purposes, even though I will upload this video anyway, I will say Jonoman lost because we saw the GG earlier from him. So I'll give it to GwangTaek. We'll see if the rest of the games make sense from that. But this was a very peculiar game. I apologize for bugged replay. Alright guys, thanks for watching on YouTube.